What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace a light switch. If you guys are new to my channel, do me a favor, click the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright guys, let's get to it. Okay, so maybe your current light switch is broken, or maybe you just want to update it to a newer style or color. First thing we're going to do is come over to our breaker box and we're going to flip off the power to that outlet. Okay, now we can go ahead and remove the switch plate. It's just a couple of flathead screws. Okay, now you're going to want to take an electrical tester, and this is going to tell us if there's any power coming to the switch. I'll make sure I go ahead and put a couple links down in the description to all the tools and supplies I use too. Doesn't look like there's any more power coming to the switch. So then there's a flathead on the top. Sometimes these screws get caked up with paint and drywall compound, so you just put the flathead in there at an angle and just tap it with your other hand. So we'll take those screws out all the way. And we're going to carefully pull our switch and wiring out. Once you pull the switch out, you're going to want to take your electrical tester and check it once again. Make sure there's still no power, any loose wiring in the back. Sometimes there's stray wiring. Check all that, make sure there's no power. Okay, so then we're going to disconnect the two wires. Yours may have 3, but this one only has 2. Just a flathead on the top. We'll take the screw out all the way and on the bottom. Now you're probably going to see a black wire and a white wire, and you may even have a bare third wire, a copper wire, and that one will probably be wrapped around this grounding screw, this green screw. You just unscrew that one too. Okay, now on the end of the wires, they're kind of hooped around, and you want them kind of tight, like a little loop. You're going to take your new switch, and we're going to take the screws out of the sides, the 2 screws. Take them fully out. Okay, so make sure your switch is in the off position, showing the off right here. Then we're just going to put the white wire on the top. And best to have this hoop in a clockwise direction around the screw, because then when we tighten down the screw it won't back it off. And then you just tighten the screw down, holding the wire. You want that hoop right underneath the screw so it gets a good connection. And you just snug it down nice and tight. Then we're going to do the same thing to the bottom one, the black. That's our hot wire. That's the wire that has the power, the black wire. If you have that third bare copper wire, just wrap it around this green copper screw as your grounding wire. Tighten that down just the same. Then to be extra safe, get some black electrical tape, and we're just going to wrap around the receptacle where our connections are. It's just for extra safety. Just a couple times. Then we'll push our wiring and our switch in. Then these screws we got to line up with the receptacle box holes. And we're going to tighten both of these down nice and tight. Try and get the switch nice and straight. Once you got that nice and evenly tightened down, then you can take your new switch plate, screw that in. Tighten this down. You don't have to over tighten it or you'll crack the plastic. I like to leave my screws vertical like that. That way I know I did the work. Then we can turn our breaker back on. Now we can test it out. Woohoo! Alright guys, and that's how to replace the light switch. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY guys. Keep on doing it yourself. Take care.